What's going on, guys? Heart Pirates TCG here. A little bit of a late upload, but I just wanted to get this one out because I have some other things planned for this weekend. But this is round 4 of the local feature match over at Counterspell Games. We are both 3-0 at this point. I am playing the Crocodile on the left, and then my friend Matt over there is piloting, I don't think you can see it yet, but Kid, there you go, on the right. Now, our Kid player on the right topped at both of the Gen Con events that we went to. He got like 50 something in the regional, and then he got 13th at the Treasure Cup. So very good player, has some skills, knows how to play Kid. This is actually his main deck, even though he played Zoro at the Treasure Cup. Or at both the events, but he's trying to Kid list. So I go ahead and I lose the dice roll. He goes second. I go first. Don't have anything to play turn 1, and then turn 2 I Sanji's Peel Off. He swings 5 at life. I trigger into a 3000 Worlds bottom deck his beige. I already have another one in hand, so I was like, it doesn't really matter that much. I don't want it to clog. I just want to get my use out of it. Then I go 5 at life here. I don't want to attack his life often, but I don't want to get too far behind where he just has advantage and he can just go 12-12 and kill me. So I want to just do a couple more things. I swing 5 at life here, and then I play the Kuma. Not really a reason to go 6 anyway, because he's probably more inclined to take a 5 than he is a 6, because like then he's like using the 2K feels better, and if that makes sense. So I leave one up, possibly baiting a Spada. He doesn't know what I play and what I don't play. This is actually a new list. He goes ahead and plays Okiku, swings 5 at the Kuma. I let it die. He draws a card with Raizo. Pacifista comes out. Then he goes 5. I go ahead and take that one, and I trigger into Sanji's Peel Off, which is pretty good. Trigger is activate main, and that's draw 2 cards. So I love that card to death. I think it is so much better than people think it is. People will just play it in Nami. I think it's insane in every blue deck that isn't Doflamingo, because you have the space in Croc. Then I swing at his Raizo, he blocks, and then I swing at his Momo just to get it off the field, because if I swung 5 at Raizo, he might be inclined to 2K counter out of it, and then he'd still have a Momo and a Raizo. So I went ahead and killed the Momo. I just feel like that was the better play there. It's guaranteed to get off the field, whereas Raizo I might not, and he'll have basically a draw 2 next turn with Momo and Raizo. It's free card advantage, which I don't want. So he starts off his turn, and he's debating if he wants to go 5 at life here. I'm sorry, I play Ivankov. I sped up this game a little bit just to make it go a little bit faster. I played Ivankov, and then went into the Croc, and then he swings 5 at life here. He has, I think, 8 Dawn, 7 Dawn. I 2K counter out of it, and he has 8 Dawn, yeah. So then he swings 5 with Izo, and I believe I counter out of this one as well. I don't want to, but I do it. And then he swings 5 with Raizo. I believe I take this one too. I take this one and no trigger there, even though I really wish it was. Then he hits me with the X-Drake and pops the Pacifista. And now I am at, I believe, 9. So I go 7 at the Raizo here. It goes down. And then I go, I believe, 5 at life here, I want to say. Do I go 5 at life here? I'm not sure if I have Mihawk here or not. I don't remember if I did. But then I go 7 at life, and he goes, oh yeah, you're not going to kill my Izo? That's fine. And then I go 6 at life, baiting him to use a 2K. Izo, I don't really care about that much. It's not really providing him a whole lot of value right now. In my opinion, if he uses Izo to attack my leader, then he's not using as much as he's not using that Dawn to like drop blockers to protect 8 cost Kid, which is what I'm worried about. Then I go ahead and 3000 Worlds his Mihawk, and I play a Doflamingo, the blocker, and I look at the top 5 cards of my deck, rearrange them in any order as I see fit, and then I go ahead and play a blocker law, and I pass. So I feel like I have a pretty strong board here. I'm kind of losing some cards in hand, some card advantage. I think I have like 4 left, something like that. But I do have a much better board presence than he does, so I'm feeling pretty confident. However, he can rest a lot of my characters with his characters, so my blockers don't mean as much as they would in other matchups, which is a little bit scary. I think Kid is probably one of the worst matchups against this deck, and then I'm not sure exactly, because on the simulator I've been beating the hell out of some Zoros and losing to some other ones, so Zoro might be a little bit dicey. I'm not sure just yet. Plays Nekomamushi, rests my Doflamingo, puts 1 on Izo, and swings 4 to its 4. I let it go through. I don't want to waste all the cards. And then he goes 7 to my Crocodile, and I go ahead and it looks like I want to counter out of this one with another 2K counter, which I really did not want to use, but It's just what I have to do. So he plays a killer, puts a Dawn on killer, and passes. He's got a lot of weenie cards on the field right now. So we'll see what I do with that exactly. I think I only have like 3 cards in hand, something like that. I'm kind of shuffling around, see what I want to do here, because like I could go for life here, but then again, like my board's just not set up like I want to be. So I want to go 5 at the Bonnie. He goes ahead and lets Bonnie die, and then what do I do here? Actually, I don't remember. Then I go 7 at the Ezo. He actually blocks that because he wants to get his use out of killer. So he draws his card, and then I think I just go 7 at life here, I want to say. Or maybe I don't. Maybe I go 7 at Ezo again because I just want to... I don't want him to get 8-drop kid when I'm not ready. So 7 at Ezo, yep. Ezo goes down, and then I play Miss All Sunday. And then what I do is... Oh, I'm sorry. I actually pass here. I didn't even need to use any of my Dawn, so I just passed with 7 Dawn up. And I was like, I don't have any other plays. I think in my hand was, at the time, it was like Ivankov and 2 2Ks. And I'm not going to play Ivankov because I have another Crocodile coming up after that Miss All Sunday draw. So that's why I'm saving the Ivankov. Plus, I want to use the draw effect too. So let's see what I do here. He rests 3 Dawn, plays the Ezo in his hand, and goes ahead and pops my, rests my Law, and then swings at it with Nekomamushi. Basically what you did in set 1. Then he swings 6 at life, plays Okiku, and then he goes ahead and plays Raizo, and then he passes here. And now it is my turn to try to combat the board here. So what am I going to do? I don't remember. But we're gonna find out together. We're gonna find out together. I'm like thinking. I have some people like looking over my shoulder, like watching this game, and I'm just like, I want to do something big brain, but I also want to win. So I swing 5 at the Neko right there, and he goes ahead and lets it go down. I don't want him to like play Law, restand the Neko, and just have another swing, or another free attack at my Miss All Sunday. So I go 7 at life here. And then I go 7 at life here. He goes ahead and takes that one too. He's looking for an 8-cost kid. And then I play Ivankov to draw a card to put myself at 3. Then I rest the 7, obviously. And then I play another Crocodile. Look at that. And then what do I do with this 3 Dawn right here? I actually just Dawn -3. And then I bounce the Okiku back. Just to protect the Miss All Sunday, and then I believe I just pass. Yeah, I don't really have a lot going on. Sometimes you like really don't even need the Dawn that much. I mean, technically, I don't know. I think I saved the 3 Dawn because I had a blocker in my hand where like if he like triggered into something, then maybe I was gonna play the blocker instead. I just like keeping my options open, even if I am leaving Dawn on the table. I mean, I did everything I wanted to do that turn anyway, so it is important to use all of your Dawn, but it's also important to like game plan around triggers like Punk Gibson. So that's kind of where my head was at, and that's why I used the extra Dawn. Then he goes ahead and plays Bonnie. Bonnie searches for, I believe it's a blocker Law here. He has a lot of cards in hand. I think he has like 9 cards in hand, so I want to kill him next turn, and I don't have a lot in my hand right now anyway. So he goes 5 at life here. I go ahead and take it, and I trigger into another Sanji's Pilaf, which feels really good. And in this one, he was like, oh my god, like all of your cards have been triggers, which is not true. Only 3 of them have been triggers. 3 out of the 5. Which did feel good, don't get me wrong, but that's what I play him for. I play Sanji's Pilaf for the trigger. Sometimes I get him in life, sometimes I don't. When it does, it feels fantastic. So he swings 5, I discard the Kuma. Then he swings 5 again. I already know Law's coming out, so I use Miss All Sunday to block, and I get back the what is it called? The 3,000 Worlds, and then he plays Law, picks up the Ezo, and plays a Sachi in his hand. He's playing like a low to the ground, kind of like sort of protect the kid engine. So that's kind of why he's playing Sachi. And then obviously, you know what's coming. I go 3,000 Worlds, and I could have actually, so this turn I actually didn't agree with the plays. I bounce it back right there. I could have actually not bounced it back and just gone like 7 7 7 7 7, and then like got rid of a ton of cards in hand and then set up another blocker, which is actually this much smarter thing to do. And then I go 7, discards cards out of his hand. He has to discard a 2K and a 1K every time. So then he goes a Poo, and then he discards a Sachi. And then I go, what do I go here? I go 9 here, and then he takes that one. And then I go 7 again, and he discards a 2K and a 1K. And then I go 7, and That's it. He has a 1K, and the other cards were dead. I should have I played it actually really poorly at the end of that game, because I could have stalled by playing I think I had the Kuma in hand, another Kuma in hand, so I could have played a blocker, and it would have been a lot better, because that was a little risky. But at the same time, sometimes you got to go for it if you think that's the best play and make them have it. It worked out for me today, but I ended up going 4-0 at this tournament with Crocodile. I posted the deck list in my Discord, links in the description below, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.